Here are the marks that James scored in 11 maths tests. We need to find the interquartile range of these marks. So the interquartile range is the upper quartile, take away the lower quartile. Remember, the upper quartile is the number that is 3/4 in the list, and the lower quartile is the number that is 1/4 in the list. In order for those to have any sort of meaning, we need to have this list of numbers in order. So my first job is to rewrite them smallest to biggest. So the smallest number here is 11. Then after 11, the next smallest number is 12. After that, the next number is 13. And then we have another 13. Notice I'm crossing them off here just to make sure I don't get confused. The next smallest number is 16. Then we've got 2 17s. Then we've got an 18. And 2 19s. And the biggest number in this list is 20. And hopefully I should have 11 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Right, okay, so now they're in order. I need to find the upper quartile and the lower quartile. To do that, I'm going to first find where the middle of these numbers are. So the middle number is going to be 17. That way I know I've got 5 numbers here. I've got 5 numbers here. So equal number of numbers either side means that 17 is in the middle. So that is the median, 17. The lower quartile then will be the half of the first half. The lower quartile, the 1/4 mark, is 13. The upper quartile will be in the middle of the top half, the 3/4 mark, so 19. So the interquartile range will be 19 take away 13, which is 6. So the interquartile range of James's scores is 6. Sunil did the same 11 maths tests. The median mark Sunil scored in his tests is 17, so the same. The interquartile range that Sunil achieved was 8. Which one of Sunil or James was more consistent? So consistency, how consistent they were in their results in the maths test would mean that their interquartile range is smaller. Remember, interquartile range is a measure of how spread out their results were. The bigger the interquartile range, the greater the difference in the results they got, the bigger this difference would be. So the fact that Sunil's interquartile range was 8 means that he was less consistent than James, because James's results were closer together because his interquartile range was smaller. So James was more consistent because he has a smaller interquartile range. Sunil did 4 more maths tests. His scores in those tests were 16, 20, 18 and 10. How did his new median mark for the 15 tests, so if we include those tests as well, how was the new median affected? Did it stay at 17 like it was before, or did it go down, or did it go up? So you need to remember here that previously what we were saying was we had a whole load of numbers, we had 17 in the middle, and then a whole load of numbers there. We're now adding in these results. So key thing here is to notice that if I was to add these numbers into this list, 10 would go on the left-hand side over here somewhere. 16 would go on the left-hand side over here as well. 18 would go on the right-hand side over here somewhere. And 20 would go over here on the right hand side as well. So adding these 4 results in, it doesn't actually change where the median is. The middle number would still be 17. Adding the 10 in doesn't matter because it gets balanced out. Adding the 16 doesn't matter because it's get balanced out. We've added the same number of data points below the 17 as we have above the 17. So 17 is still in the middle. So the new median would still be 17. And to explain my answer, I would just say he achieved 2 results below 17 and 2 above. Therefore, 17 is still the middle number. There we go.